This video series is an eye-opener. I will be unlocking the untold secret of studying abroad. I will share realistic strategies on how to choose the right program, how to navigate the application process, and the juicy part is, drum rolls, how to get funding opportunities. Are you ready for the adventure of a lifetime that will change your life? If yes, your study abroad journey begins now. The kind of support from you is to give this video a like and empower your family and friends if you are sharing this video, because it's a world heavyweight breakthrough champion. I'm thrilled to be doing this. Let's get started. The first thing that you need to do is to prepare your mind and start with the end in mind. Who is going to build a house without first of all sitting down to plan? So what do you want? Just be sincere to yourself. Hope I am not following the crowd. Identifying your goals will help you narrow down your choice. Do I want to relocate to another country permanently? Or do I want to only study abroad and be back home to do something else? Or am I not just sure what I want to do? Just be sincere to yourself. You are the only person that can tell yourself the truth. This will help you prepare your mind, and you will know how to start and finish the race. Number 2, what do you have at the moment? I'm asking this question the same way Elisha asked the woman, how can I help you? Tell me what you have in your house. And the woman answered, except a little oil. This is the time to empty your bags and find out the important things you have. That little that you have can kickstart the study abroad process tremendously. Gather all your documents you currently have, including your international passport, your transcripts, your CV and others. And if you don't have them, just list them down. What do I have now? Okay, I have my CV, I have my transcripts, I don't have my international passport. Just write down what you currently have. Now we are getting into the interesting part. The third part is research. Trust me, this word now sounds vague and overly used, but this word is extremely important. It can make your application or it can mar your application. Let me simplify it so whenever you sleep and wake up, you remember everything about research like ABC. Before you research anything, direction is more important. Direction, get your direction right. Get the foundation right from the beginning. The first thing you need to be very clear about is, what major do you want to study? What program do you want to study? For example, you say, okay, I want to study microbiology. Clearly write it out. If you're not clear, you can write down at least 3 related majors to what you want. For example, you say, okay, I want to study microbiology, biochemistry, and biology. The next point, before I move further, it's good to know that STEM-related courses in US have more about 3 years to stay after their study. I think that is what the current stat stays at the moment. So make sure when you are deciding your major, you consider all these factors. The next, where do you want to travel to? Is it Canada? Is it UK? Is it US? Or is it Australia? Where exactly? I will suggest you are not everywhere, because if you are not cut out for this, it can be mentally draining and may eventually lead you to nowhere. Aside that, different countries have different study patterns and requirements. Like US and Canada are similar, but when you are going down the line, like Australia, Austria, they have different study routes. Okay, let me give you a simple cheat code. For research, be clear about your major, that's like your course or the program you are going for. Then next, your country, the country you are going for. And next, the states. You have to be particular about the state. It helps narrowing down your options like this. Helps not to make your research just look endless and streamline into course, country, state, and the university. Okay, let me give you a good example of what I mean by course, country, state, and university. I understand the ordeal of getting a fully funded scholarship as an international student, and due to the tons of questions I receive privately from viewers of my videos here on YouTube, I've created a book, Study Abroad Blueprint, that would help you navigate the process of studying abroad. Kindly join the waitlist group on WhatsApp so you'll be the first to be informed when the book is out. The link to the waitlist group is in the description box below. This is the map of USA. Let me say I'm cleared that where I want to study for either your master's or your PhD or your BSc is United States of America. Then these are states in United States. You see, United States has about 50 states, so and there are tons of universities in all these states, so it can be overwhelming trying to find universities all over the 50 states. So you can say, okay, I think I want to study in Nebraska. Then you just do a simple Google search on your course in USA in Nebraska, that's the state in USA. Or you can also streamline to about 3 states. When you search for your course in Nebraska and you couldn't get, like you did not find good universities or they are not offering your courses, you can still go around. You can narrow down to 2 more states. You can choose, okay, let me go to Colorado, or I can go far as Washington to see what they have. So about researching the university, a simple Google search is worth $1 billion. At this moment, search for universities that offer the program that is of interest to you. For example, you can say University in USA offering Masters in Food Science, or let's keep on using microbiology. You can say, example, University in USA offering Masters in Microbiology, in bracket the academic year. Maybe you say 2030, 2050, you understand? If you have a defined location in that country, it will make your research more streamlined. Example, University in Nebraska offering Masters in Microbiology, in bracket 2050/2051. More streamlined, you can add whether you want it to be a public or private institution. Another example is list of public universities in Nebraska, USA, offering Masters in Microbiology, year 2050/2051. Next point is note down their requirements. Do they need IELTS or TOEFL or GRE or ACT or SAT? Do they need WES evaluation? The good news is since COVID happened, a lot of schools have stepped down some of these requirements. Some schools now, ACT and SAT is optional, GRE is also optional, IELTS is also optional. So it's very important that when you research the school, take note of their requirements. Are there application fees? Can I ask for a waiver? These are some of the requirements you should also note down. Next, research the cost of study according to your budget. Studying abroad can be expensive, so it's essential to plan your finances carefully. Research the cost of tuition, accommodation, and living expenses. You can also narrow down your research by saying affordable schools in Nebraska offering Masters in Microbiology in year 2050/2051. Everything you can imagine is possible, and Google is your best bet. It's going to give you a lot of schools that offer that in Nebraska or any other state you choose, either in US or in Canada. It's still the same process for both. The next is consult and connect with the university. They can provide information about available programs, eligibility criteria, application procedure, and any financial aid or scholarship that may be available. These are the main people you should reach out to. At this point, I think you should bring out your notebook and your pen and carefully jot this down. The first you should reach out to is the admission office. Send them an email with your transcript and CV saying, okay, I introduce yourself briefly. My name is Evo. I graduated from this, have this GPA. I want to apply for a master's degree in microbiology. Here is my CV. What do you think? Or you can ask, okay, what are your requirements? I currently have this. I currently have my transcript. I currently have my CV. Do I need to get my SAT or ACT? Just ask your questions to the admission team. And trust me, they are always eager to help. They are one of the best people to reach out to. That will easily reply your emails. That will always be on their toes when you send them emails. The next you should reach out is the department of interest or the graduate coordinator of that department. Like every department have a graduate coordinator, so it's important to reach out to them. Those people are like secret agents. They know what's up in the department. They can be able to tell you this professor currently needs students. They can give you hidden secrets that might not be on the website. Do you understand? Next, the professors in that department or faculty member, like for those going for their PhD or MS, some schools in US or in Canada requires you to find a professor or supervisor before you apply for that program if it is research based. So it's important that you reach out to the professors, send them your transcript and CV, let them know your research interests. If you have research interest, if you don't, it's fine. Just let them know your goals and why you would like to work with them. Please don't email 3 professors at the same time. They talk to themselves. They are colleagues in the office and they will always talk about this. So send to one at a time. After 2 weeks of no response, you can move on to the next person because most times they are always busy. Next, reach out to current students or alumni in that university or from that university. Also, to narrow it down, which makes it better, if you have somebody from your country, maybe India or South Africa or Ghana or Nepal, that's currently in that school, they are the best people that can tell you, that can help you out and give you things that is probably not on the website or what the professor or graduate coordinator will talk about. They will tell you, okay, this is how to go about things. Don't worry, this part is easy. They can give you fast lead, and also put you through the process. And another special thing about having a current student or alumni from that university is that they can also speak to you on some of these professors' behalf because they are currently there or they just left there, so they might still have some of this network and connection. The next point is match and meet academic requirements. Ensure that you meet the academic prerequisite for studying abroad, such as the minimum GPA requirement or language proficiency or tests like TOEFL or IELTS, or if necessary, take any required exams and obtain the required scores. That's why it's important that you start on time, like 6 months before, so you can take note of all this, because some of this process cannot be jumped, especially that research part. If you don't do it diligently, it can cost you a whole lot later in the future. Don't just go to any country, don't just select any program or any major. Pick something that interests you because it is your life, so be very deliberate about doing this. The requirement that I find that some schools also want or might need later is this WES evaluation, but be very sure. That's why it's good you reach out to the admission team and be precise which exactly do they need, because that evaluation body has different type. They have WES, they have, is it NAS, Is it NAS or so? I've forgotten the spelling. I think I'll find it and put it in the video. So be very sure the particular type the school needs. And you can also filter your research. There are schools that don't need the WES evaluation. They will accept your transcript that way. But if you don't do that research, as simple as it is, as simple as research is, if you don't sit down and do it, nobody can do it for you, or except you want to pay an agent, and all this process can be done by yourself. You don't need anybody to help you with it. So this video is not cumbersome. In the next video, we'll be discussing how to get full fundings, how to apply to choosing programs, how to prepare financially for travel and accommodation and visa interviews. Please let me know your opinions or questions in the comment section so we all can move at the same speed. Remember, your study abroad adventure will be unique to you, shaped by your interest, destination, and personal growth. Embrace the journey with an open mind and make the most of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to broaden your horizon. Don't forget to have fun, and also believe that whatsoever you set your mind to do, you would achieve it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next. Bye for now.